Hi, everybody. We are not in a good spot. We are in some major league piles of crap. And I'll say it now, I'll say it forever. If we don't do a course correction and allow the country to heal, and I'm not saying flood the borders, we've been overrun because of our homogenous nature. We want to try to fix the world, and we can't even fix our own backyard. So you're telling me, point blank, 100%, that this planet, now that we are tapped out, the planet's like, hey, we're all going home. So make it make sense for me. We brought you in, we gave you a place to live, we gave you all this stuff, but now you want to go back home, but didn't you just come from said place that you were fleeing? And now that you've taken our resources, you've taken our cash, you've taken everything from us, basically picked our pockets dry, now you're saying, bye, fuck you, well, excuse my French, fuck you. That's what you're basically saying to the United States of America. Well, this is where I say this to people who have come in and illegally done the scamming and the bullshit. The ones that did it illegally. Look, those countries need to send us, we should send those countries the bill for their upkeep. And then extort those countries that have extorted us. Because we did the right thing by trying to do right by them. And now they just take. And now our services are worse than Canada's. Outcomes are worse than Canada's. And there's nothing we can do except hopefully our leaders will get their heads out of their behinds and do something about this and fix it so that way we can be somewhat good. Because the next thing that's going to happen is, how do I put this without sounding like a piece of crap? It ain't going to be pretty for nobody. It ain't going to end well for anybody involved. And I was a big believer in the government at one point. Now I realize this is the government and I still consider myself a Democrat, but a conservative, and I would believe like FDR did, like JFK did. And I even would have voted for a crazy ass one of the best presidents of my lifetime. Pain in the ass, but still one of the best presidents of my lifetime. Now I'm saying with Bill Clinton, he lets you know it. One of the most honest presidents in my lifetime. Full of shit from here to Sunday and back. Full of shit, but he lets you know it. And I'm saying this now, and the only other one that I like out of all the presidents that I've been president since I've been alive, Donald Trump. Even though I have my issues with him, of course I will always have my issues with him, but I still like him. And I respect, yeah, I had this bipolar moment, and no, it's not TBS. No, I just had this bipolar moment sometimes with him because of a particular issue, take your pick. And my point that I keep trying to come back to is now it's just the countries that have taken us for granted are laughing. And now we're getting our lunch ate, quite figuratively and literally. And now we're trying to right those wrongs. And those of you in blue states, as far as, and let's talk about the domestic issue. domestically, blue states, y'all defrauded the federal government by not turning over your data that was in the one big beautiful bill. That now you all don't get to have no goddamn SNAP benefit. That's the start. And I would pressure your governors to, hey, give them what they want. I guarantee you how quickly those SNAP benefits will get turned back on. And yes, I'm a Democrat, but I will have Democrats in my comments under this video say, oh, you can't be cruel, you can't be cruel. Bullshit. Y'all have taken advantage of the system. State dollars versus federal dollars. State dollars, that's all on you. With the federal dollars like SNAP, Medicaid, Medicare, etc., that's done by the federal government. They can cut that shit off anytime they want. They can cut it off, and they don't have to say a gosh darn word to you or to any of your recipients. So, and that's the same with the USDA, and that's how it should have been. I don't pretend to know the law very well, but lawsuits out of whole cloth, bull. Challenge the law. But I guarantee you, do it in the legislative power, the separation of powers. And you're trying to get the U.S. Supreme Court to do it in front of Chief Justice Robert, trying to get them to legislate from the court like you did during the shutdown. Why do you think that was such a tantalizing prize? Somebody's hand got caught in the cookie jar, so to speak. Somebody's hands got caught in the cookie jar. Y'all took your full grimy fingered benefits and then turned around and left nothing for the states that did comply. Now y'all played yourselves. Very much so. Have fun. Have fun. That's all I have to say. And like, share, subscribe. Thank you.